Morning, everybody. Morning, 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 morning. Once again, like always, just gonna give it a few minutes just for somebody to jump on. Don't necessarily need anyone to jump on for me to start, but it also helps me get myself just a little ready as well and a little more prepared. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to talk about some things today. Um, my own study time, my own um, preparation. This actually made me a little bit excited to do. Um, just because this is like one of my strong suits. It's what I like to talk about. The things when it comes to life coaching and finances and things of that sort. This is something that, you know. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. It's 9 a.m. You're out there working or you're out there on your way to work. I pray that this truly blesses you and gets you good, gets you going. Um, I do not know what's going on with my tablet today. So we're just gonna do Instagram Live, and if Facebook Live happens to drop up, I've been hitting start live since about 8:58 because I like to get that starting a little bit sooner. But hey, we'll make it work. All right. So it is 9:02. I'm not gonna waste any more time. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Like I said, welcome to Young Money Muggles Refill Fridays. All right. So today's Refill Friday is talking about your strategy. Okay, it's strategies. All right, you guys. So strategies, as you should already know, are important. But I wanted to just give you different nuggets and different perspectives on certain things. These are things that oh, excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. They're things that I have learned myself, things that I have implemented and found to become true, and things that I have learned over the past, I'd say, 6 to 7 years. I have been into leadership, I have been in places of government and things of that sort for the past 6 to 7, I would say almost going on 8 years now. And there's just certain little principles that I've learned from either being in meetings or either being around other people, or just like I said, just from life itself, where if you actually sit down and think about it and take your time on it, you can be like, oh, like, oh yeah, I could actually say that, or oh yeah, this is actually true. The principles that have seemed to be consistent. All right, so let's just go ahead and get in there. Just one thing as a perspective that I want you to think about. Is the game of chess. Okay, so when it comes to strategies, I don't know how many of you out there are actually into chess and things of that sort, but average chess player, so they say, makes about, they know ahead, let's say about 1 to 3 moves. Okay, the average chess player knows about 1 to 3 moves. The pro, they know the next 4 to 5 moves. All right, they know what their next 4 to 5 moves is. A master knows at least 6 to 10 of their next moves when it comes to chess, and then a pro master, they know at least 10 to 16. All right, so, or at least, yeah, 10 to 16. We want to get to the point where we are a pro master in our life, and that we are actually making the strategies to plan ahead and to properly know what our next moves are going to be. We cannot be always reactive, but we should be proactive. All right, and you have to make sure that you are planning ahead. Okay, a smart person plans the next 5 years of their life. An even smarter person can break down their years into quarters, and they plan for each quarter. And then even smarter person and a wise man once told me it's even better to plan your 5 years, plan your 6 quarter, or your quarters for each year, and then to plan your days and your months out. Okay, now I'm not trying to tell you, okay, get super super detailed. I know there's some people out there who just, not even cool with all of that such, But systems are important. Systems are necessary. If you do not have systems in play, when stuff actually becomes more fast paced and more picked up in your life, you won't have a plan. You won't have something to follow by, okay? And it's very important that you create systems. It's very important that you're realistic with you're realistic with your surroundings and with where you are right now, okay? So like I said, planning ahead helps so much. Helps like you just don't even understand, okay? So you want to make sure that you have the right lens on, okay? When you are looking at your life and when you are looking at your situation, you cannot always just dwell on the now. All right. So I want to forewarn you guys right now. I understand that, with me being a financial consultant and a life coach and things of that sort, sometimes I can jump from the stream of talking about finances to talking about getting your life together. But you must understand as a whole, in order to do anything when it comes to your finances and your life must be in order. I'm sorry to tell you that. I don't know what other things people express to you, but if your life's not in order, you won't manage your money well. You won't properly be in the right mindset to even know what to do or to even have the gall to continue on, okay? Because life gets hard, things change, but like I said, if you have those systems in play, it will keep things at a steady rhythm so that once momentum hits, you're in momentum, these systems are in play, and you're not stressed. All right. So just going back to my notes, going back to where I was, your lens. Okay, having the right lens matters. All right. Even if you have to change your views on certain things, just because you were taught that way or you were raised that way does not mean that it's right. All right. Does not mean that you're just correct and you're gong ho. And I'm not even going to rant on that because I feel some type of way about that. Because people always, well, I was taught this way. Is that the right way though? Maybe that's a little unhealthy right there. You really think yelling at women or yelling at your other significant other in a relationship is going to do anything? Maybe communicate. So there's just different. Like I said, that's my whole. I'm not even going to rant on that. Your lens. Your lens. Change your views, change your perspectives on things. The way you view things is often the way your outcomes are gonna come. All right. So if you're always just down and looking at things like, oh, this is happening and that could happen, or you're always stressing and freaking out like, oh, this is happening, that's happening, oh, this is going on, that's going on. That's chaos. Order can't come, money can't come, wisdom cannot come to chaos. You have to be, oh Lord Jesus. Okay, Google, skip the song. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to get cray on my music this morning. Keep it nice and peaceful for you, all right? Refill Fridays, yeah. But anyway, you need to make sure that you're changing your perspectives and that you're looking at things in a different view. Sometimes it's good to get other counsel. It's good to seek other counsel who you know is credible, who you know will input that wisdom to you, who you know will input what you need. Don't go to someone who's your friend and you just know that they're going to give you this vague answer, they're going to give you this vague response, or even talk you out of your dreams. You don't need those type of people in your life. You need people in your life who are going to continue to push you, who are going to continue to give you that wisdom, who are going to continue to give you that guidance, who's going to continue to show you where to go and take your hand and lead you. So like I said, your lens is important. The way you view things in your life is important. You can walk around with your head down saying, I don't have money, or you can change your lens and say, how do I make more money? What do I need to do to keep the money that I'm making? What do I need to do to enhance what I have right now? It's all about changing your perspectives in life, changing your lens. Life happens to everyone. There's a good book that I read a long time ago, not even a long time ago, I think last night, that says, it rains on the just and the unjust, all right? It rains on everyone, okay? But you cannot stay there. You have to get up. You have to keep moving. Like I said, wisdom doesn't come to people who are lazy. Wisdom doesn't come to people who have chaos in their life. Money doesn't come to people who doesn't know how to properly handle it and manage it. That's why you see people who get $1 million and then they don't even keep it. It's not coming back to them, it's not producing in them because they don't know how to properly handle it and manage it. And even, like I said, I've said this before in the live, but even when it comes to your money, if you want a better hold on your money, you need to have a better hold on your life. That's just simple. I mean, I'm not trying to say this etched in stone, but if you look at the common denominator in a lot of things, when people's lives are in order, so are their finances, so is their families, so is just everything that flows out of them. When you're in order and when you're in home to yourself, I'm not saying that you're perfect, okay? We all make mistakes. I myself, I make mistakes, okay? Even in my savings and even in my everyday goals, there's things that I still are not up to par. And even at that sense, it's by my criteria. It's by my standards. So sometimes we beat ourselves up off of our own standards, and we need to just be a little bit more easier. But on to the next thing, your lens. Next is your language, okay? Your language, how you are interpreting things and how you are converting converting things to other people. That is important, okay? Because I could easily, just as an example, I could easily at a marketing event be like, oh, here's my business card. This is who I am. I just love who you are, and I just love the fact that you're such a great inspirer, and you're such a great influencer, and you're just so amazing. Here's my card, and if you need anything, give me a shout. That's good. You stroked their ego a little. You told them what's up. You gave them all these compliments, and then at the end, you gave them your card. So you basically sold yourself. Or you could become a people's person, get to know that person, talk to them, see where their needs are, and then say, okay, how can I help you? All right? That's a complete different perspective than walking up to somebody trying to coax their ego and talk to them and say, oh, this is how I like you, and then, all right, here's my card, call me when you need me. No. Get to know them, get to talk with them, get to be with them, get to understand them, and then say, okay, where can I help? Where do you want me at? That's a different language. So change your languages up. I didn't start really making money and saving money until I changed my language on how I view things and how I said things, okay? Instead of always walking around, oh, I'm always broke, or posting things on Facebook in agreement, like, oh yeah, I'm struggling till payday, and I shift my perspectives to, okay, I have money and I have a savings, and I'm not lying because I do, but it's like, you had to change those at that time. I had to change how I was talking about certain things, and over time it began to actually manifest. All right, your words are creative power, okay? And people forget that. That's why people who are bullied kill themselves. That's why people who are in abusive relationships never move on or never can fully grow from that mentally, because your words have creative power. And if you don't change your language, you won't grow and you won't prosper as you need to. It's all about your language. Your lens and your language are your two first things as your foundation, okay? The way you view things and the way you talk about things. If you don't change that already starts, that starts problems or whatnot. So then you go from there, you start asking yourself, okay, how far am I willing to go? How far are you willing to go when it comes to your life? Are you willing to just settle for a 9 to 5? Are you willing to just settle for a career? Or are you trying to make millions? How far are you willing to go? Are you just trying to save a few $100s in your savings? Or are you actually trying to save $100,000 so that you could start a real estate agency, or that you could start your biggest law firm or company? How far are you willing to go? All right, that's what you need to ask yourself. That's what you need to tell yourself. One thing as well. When it comes to chess, I used my knowledge in chess and just my love for chess. I love chess. I have a chessboard right here. I used those principles to when I was sitting back thinking about what I wanted to talk about today. I said, okay, strategies. All right, now what kind of strategies? Chess. Certain other games. you have to think about the odds. When you're playing a game, you think about the odds, okay? When I have more kids, I have a son right now, but when I have more kids, and even if I don't, when it comes to my son, that's one thing I'm going to definitely instill into him is the power of making decisions, the power of making sound decisions, okay? And you can only do that with a foundation first of wise counsel. If you don't have wise counsel, you won't be able to make sound decisions. But anywho, your odds, you have to understand all of the odds that are against you, the odds are for you. I mean, just give it to you an example like this. When you're dating someone and you want to marry them, what do? You weigh the odds. All right, they have a little bit of a temper. Can I handle this? All right, they're a little ugly, but when we go out, they dress nice and they put on makeup so it makes it look better. Some people aren't. I'm not going to go there. But your odds. You have to weigh your odds. Weigh your decisions. Okay. You have the good book also said that anyone that's going to do anything, that's going to build anything, they count the costs. So when it comes to weighing your odds and making decisions, you have to count your costs before you even start. So if you know, okay, I want to save. Let's just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Talk about finances right now. I want to save. Okay. So what odds are against me right now? So what expenditures do you have? What expenses do you have? Okay, I have rent, I have this, I have that. All right, so that's the odds that are quote unquote against you into saving, because we always have an excuse on why we don't want to save. So I'm just give you that. That's the quote unquote excuse. Okay. All right. So these are the odds. Now, what can I do to even the odds? Do I need to get another job? Do I need to, partner with somebody and help them? Because sometimes you don't even have to be a CEO. You don't even have to be an entrepreneur. If you get behind someone and become the COO, or just even become a very good, strong player, that helps out as well, because once people see the value that you're adding to them, in return they should add value back to you. That's once again another discussion. Right now, that's why I say I love talking about strategies and things of that sort, because I'm all about leadership development. I was a marketing director and a trainer for Chick-fil-A, so it's like this stuff is what was bred to me, what was fed to me. So I love strategies. I love talking about stuff like this. So you have to count your odds, okay? Count your odds, make decisions. We have to make better life decisions, okay? If you actually think about the repercussions of certain decisions that you make, you wouldn't even make those decisions. All right? And you know that to be true. If you know, all right, I'm going to drink tonight. If I have this black blur amount of drinks, I'm going to wake up hungover and I'm going to miss work. But what do some people do? What do most people do? They drink anyway. They do this anyway. Sometimes when you count the odds, it brings you back down to that reality of things, instead of living into this unrealistic thing that everyone's for me and that everything is perfect and that life is just going to be amazing and the flowers are beautiful today and it's sunny outside. It's great to feel that way. It's great to have energy, that energetic perspective. It's great to be happy and to be hopeful. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't be happy, don't be hopeful, but I'm saying you have to be at a place where you are understanding the reality of things. Okay, and if you don't understand the reality of things, you won't understand the seriousness of it. All right, so next is momentum. Creating momentum. Once you keep going and once you create that momentum, just like the snowball effect, it gets bigger and it gets bigger and it gets bigger. So it goes back to what I said, the foundation, which was your lens, your language, and the systems that you put in place. Systems are boring, okay? Even making systems for my blog, making systems for my online e-commerce, okay? So I have a shirt business, I have a shoe business, and I have a jewelry business. It took more time to sit down and plan out and to actually execute the systems than it did to do for my marketing, than it did to do for my selling. But it made all of that easier, because if I didn't have systems in play I don't even run these things, okay? I check on them. I keep it up to date as far as the bills and the financing. But I don't sit down and be like, okay, this is what I need to sell, this is what I need to do, this is what I... No, I set up systems and play to where as though things launch on their own, things sell on their own, sales increase, decrease, discounts increase, decrease. So it's like, set this up now, work hard in the beginning, and it makes it easier because, like I said, once you build that momentum and things get bigger and bigger, it just makes it a whole lot better, okay? It makes it a whole lot better. It makes it just... So even, like I said, I'm just keep it simple. But you can, I know that you can take these principles for as far as leadership. I know that you can take these principles for as far as your own life and your own mindsets and your own just processes for everyday life. And I know that you can take this for finance. So I'm going to speak to just finance because I know that to be true. And I know that as a great example for me and for my life. Systems for your life. Speak for myself. 20% of my paycheck automatically goes into my savings. And it's not the savings account on my bank statement. Okay? Makes sense? Get what I'm saying? Two savings. Well, I have multiple savings, but the two savings that I focus on right now is my savings. When my actual, like the 80% of my check comes in, that's a saving. I save some money from that. But then automatically, like I said, 20% goes straight into another savings. So I don't even look at it. I don't touch it. I know automatically I'm saving money. That's a system I set up. I don't have to do anything. If I work more, the more amount from off the higher end, that 20% still goes in there. You know? I don't have to stress. Just an example. I get maybe $500 or so dollars. 20% of that goes straight to my savings. That's not how much I get, but I'm just giving an example. 20% of that automatically goes to savings. And then I budget off of that 80%. I plan my week, I plan my month off of that 80%. So that if an emergency does come up and I can't afford it from off of the 80% budget, then yeah, I can go to the 20. The 20 is allocated straight for emergency, allocated straight for future reference, just to say. That's how I was raised. You save for opportunity. You don't save because you want to get a car, because once you get that car, you're going to stop saving. You don't save because you want to do something, because once you do that thing, you're going to stop. You save for opportunity. And once ever opportunity arises, you have that money to participate, okay? So, systems are a necessity. Systems are important. They are born. I know. Trust me, I understand. I mean, I'm upset now because a certain system that I placed in my life, which is getting up early, I cry every morning, okay? So I get up 7 o'clock every day for my devotionals, for my just planning of my life, of my week, things of that sort. So I hate it. But that's a system I put in play that by the time I'm done this and I eat breakfast, I've already accomplished about 65% of what I wanted to do today. Because I woke up at 7. And I say 65% because sometimes we have work, we have things that we got to get done. If you wake up early, you can get it done. But then that might require you to go to bed early. And a lot of us don't want to do that either. So systems require discipline as well. If you don't have discipline, and I've spoken on that in my previous lives that I've done, I am going to redo some of my lives and some of my videos just for the sake that I have now started on YouTube. So this is on YouTube, you guys. Thanks for watching and subscribing. I appreciate it now in advance. Thank you. But yeah, so discipline is a necessity. Discipline is a foundation that you need in your life. If you don't have discipline, everything is just going to be unruly and just here, there, everywhere, and you don't know what's happening, what's going on. I don't know, what's that? I don't know. No, discipline yourself. Fortify yourself. Make yourself stronger. Everyone pity pats and everyone pats people and feels sorry for people when they give themselves a pity party. And I'm not saying don't, because I have been there. I have had people where, I just, oh, help me. I've been there, okay? So I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is don't stay there, okay? Don't stay there. Get up, discipline yourself, If you're tired of being fat, work out. If you're tired of being broke, save your money at all costs. Do what you need to do, okay? Do what you need to do to make yourself better. Do what you need to do to improve your life. It's that system, that easy. I'm almost done, you guys. So last but not least, or the last two final things, is your speed. There's 4 different types of speeds that you need to make sure that you are focusing on and honing on. All right. So speed. When it comes to speed, everyone thinks fast. That's just automatic what speed means. But no, speed is the rate that you're going in something. Okay. So functioning speed. Your processors, your supporters. What's your functioning speed? Your processors and your supporters. You have more processes, more systems, and more support. That will increase your functioning speed. Okay? The more support you have, the more your product can get out to people. The more processors you have, the easier it is for people to get your products. Okay? Processing speed. How fast can you go from A to Z? How fast can you move from this to that? Okay? So if you're trying to get money quick, okay, maybe stocks may not be for you, or bonds may not be for you. You have to think about these things, okay? How fast am I trying to get from here to here? Or from here to here. Sorry, you can't see in the video, but that's processing speed, okay? And then your expansion speed. How fast can you expand yourself? It's still in the same sense of from A to Z, but just, I'll give you an example. I've journeyed out into life insurance. So I do life insurance right now. Right now I'm certified or licensed in North Carolina, or I'm licensed in Maryland as a resident, and then I'm licensed in North Carolina as well. My expansion speed. I'm expanding myself, but I'm not to an extent where I'm not even ready, or where I'm not even able to handle it. Okay? Because my support and my processes are not even at that level yet. So your expansion speed. How fast can you get from here to here? How fast can you get from Maryland to Virginia, to North Carolina, to New York, to VA, or I'd say Virginia, but to anywhere? How fast can you move? Okay? Did you know, I do a lot of research and statistics and stuff. Did you know that India is the most highest company of people with insurance policies? It's like 75% of people in that country have insurance policies. I could easily just be like, oh, I have my license. Oh, let me get certified in India. Let me go over there. But how ready would I be for that? You know? So these are things you have to ask yourself. These are things you have to prepare for yourself. So it's your functioning speed, your processing speed, and your expansion speed. Then it's your timing. Your timing is important for everything. I chose 9 a.m. because I know that people either aren't going to be up, or they are. And if they are going to be up, they're going on their way to work. They're hating what they're doing. They are over it because it's Friday and they want to get out of it. So, Refill Fridays, 9 a.m. Whoop, whoop. Anyway. But yeah, timing. Your timing is important. If you launch a Christmas shirt in the middle of February, it is not going to sell. But if I launch a Christmas shirt at the end of November, spin a deal on it, maybe lower the price, what's what? You know, what do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's what's gonna play out of that? So, expansion, processing, functioning, and timing. Those are the 4 things you need to know about speed. And last but not least, people. Becoming better with people. People will help you in your personal life. People will help you when it comes to your finances. People will help you when it comes to your business. The better you are with people, the better your life will be. The better you are with handling people, the better your life will be. If all you do is go around lying to everyone and telling them this, that, and the third, no one's ever going to take you serious and account for you as a person of, like for me, always raised. As a man, you're a man of your word. If you say something, they're going to take you by it, especially as a man. So if I lie, that discredits me as a man, that discredits me as a person, and then no one's ever going to want to talk to me. No one's ever going to want to believe anything I have to say out of my mouth, because all I do is lie. All right? So, excuse me. People, they are a necessity. People are important, okay? If you don't handle people well, you can't handle your future well. You can't handle your life well. You can't handle your finances well, because people are in your life. You can't shun everyone out. You can't push everyone out. Okay? I got into life insurance because I knew people, and they knew me. They knew my heart, and they knew that I wasn't just about getting money, but I was about seeing people grow and seeing people become better. So because of that, I got into life insurance. So what do you mean by people becoming better? As a man or as a family person, or even just in general, if you have kids and you don't set them up for life once you're gone, that is so hurtful. Like, how are you gonna have 12 kids and then leave your wife once you die and expect her to be able to handle all them 12 kids and the bills and the house and all? Like, and people just like, oh, they just want my money. That's it. You're setting people up and you're helping them succeed. And that's when it comes again to people. The view and the lens that you have on people should be a lot better, because everyone always thinks that somebody's going to cheat them out, somebody's going to hurt them, somebody's going to do this. That is some things that you're going to have to resolve within yourself and become better at, okay? Because people are a necessity for you. If you aren't nice to people, if you aren't handling people well, you will not be able to handle life well. And I'm not going to continue to talk on that, because I've been on here for about half an hour now, and my goal is no more between 15 and 30 minutes. So now, we all want to be pro masters in life. We all want to be pro masters in our finances and in how we handle things. So my challenge to you this week is to think of your next 10 to 15 moves. Like I said, the average chess player, they think between 1 to 4 or 1 to 3. Then we have the pro. They think 4 to 5 when it comes to chess, okay? The master thinks 6 to 10, and the pro master thinks 10 to 15. I want you to think of the next 10 to 15 things in your life and actually go out there and crush it. Because if you plan ahead, if you create those systems, and if you change your view into okay, my business didn't do good this month, okay, but I created momentum. I'm going now and I'm learning things that I didn't know in the beginning. That's momentum. Getting bigger and better on it. All right? So you have to keep going. You have to assess your life, assess things around you. You can't just go around walking around, I don't know. Well, what's going on with this? I don't know. Well, how's your finances? I don't know. But then you want a car, but then you want a house, but then you're sad and you're feeling anxiety because this, that, and the third is going on in your life. When's the last time you assessed your life? All right? But anyway, you guys, I hope that this really helped you out. I'm still churchy, so I was about to say I pray that this blessed you. But I hope that you guys really thoroughly enjoyed this. Like I said, with me being a financial consultant and a mindset coach and a leadership developer as well, I just enjoy talking about strategies, because strategies are important. Strategies are a necessity. So this is on Instagram Live right now, but this will be uploaded to YouTube and Facebook as well. So if you are interested in purchasing a Young Money Mogul shirt, I have a few shirts coming out this weekend, launching this weekend. So you can shoot over to my website, it's the link in Instagram, and I'll drop the link on YouTube, as well as my link for my blog and for consulting is on there as well. So if you are looking to elevate your life, whether it's mentally or financially through credit repair or getting an instant pay raise, or even, like I said, the insurance, creating a security for your family, you guys can hit me up. The links will be in the comment box below. So please, you guys, have a great day. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I pray that you enjoy this. Have a great weekend, okay? Thanks for joining Refill Fridays.